Making content online is by far the best side hustle of 2024. It requires no startup cost, is easy to do, and can make you thousands if done right. Sites like YouTube and TikTok are paying thousands to put ads on people's videos. What's more is that most people are creating videos for these platforms in under 5 minutes per day, meaning you can literally do this hustle from wherever and whenever you please. Now, the only problem with this is because it's so good, everyone is trying it. This has led to the most popular niches on TikTok and YouTube becoming extremely saturated. That's where this video comes in, as picking your niche is by far the biggest decision you need to make when setting up your TikTok account. It's crucial that you pick a good one. In this video, I'll showcase a niche that's not very known, and then I'll show you how you can create these videos for yourself. Here's the example video.
Did you know the origin of Alexander the Great? Alexander the Great was born in Pella, the ancient capital of Macedonia, in July 356 BC. He was the son of King Philip II of Macedon and Queen Olympias.
Okay, so it's basically this AI historical niche, specifically about ancient Greece, with all these particle effects and images. Pretty simple, right? I'll now demonstrate how easy it is to make this content for yourself, so that you can make thousands from the creativity program. Speaking of the program, the first thing we need to do is make sure that you have an account that's eligible for rewards. If your account is outside of these regions, you can't make any money from TikTok. Thankfully, I have accounts for sale within these regions that you can find in this video's description. Alright, let's get into creating this video. As with almost all TikTok and YouTube videos, the backbone is a really good script. We could spend ages researching ancient Greek figures, but that's boring and a waste of time. Instead, we're gonna use our good friend ChatGPT to design the script for us. Head to ChatGPT, and you firstly want to ask it for a list of ancient Greek figures. Now, obviously, you don't have to do ancient Greece, as it is quite popular. You can pick whatever time period you want, but the steps in this video remain the same. Now that we have a list of names, I'm going to ask ChatGPT to generate a 1-minute video script about that person. You may have to tweak it a bit, as the AI isn't perfect, but you should be left with a video script that we can use for our video. Now, it's time to create ourselves a human-like voiceover to read out the script that we've just created. There are many options we can choose from to do this. However, the best one, that's also free, is Elevenlabs. Elevenlabs is free, but it does have a character limit. Now, to get around this, you can just create another account, or buy more for only $1 in this video's description. Once you're on Elevenlabs, you want to start by clicking Voices in the top left. When the next page loads, you want to head to the Voice Library. The Elevenlabs Voice Library is a great feature, as it gives you access to multiple voices at a push of a button. I recommend trying out some voices until you find one that you like. For this niche, I do recommend that you try and find a deep one. Once you have your voice, head back to Speech Syntheses. Now that you're on this page, you firstly want to hit this drop down here and select the voice that you just saved. Once that's selected, the next thing you want to do is paste in the script that ChatGPT gave us. Now, the script isn't perfect, so I'm going to spend a minute making a few changes. For starters, our script is too long, as you want to aim for 1,000 characters. 1,000 characters is just over 1 minute, which is what we need to qualify for the creativity program. Once you're happy with your script, hit Generate Speech. Once the AI has done its thing, download the voiceover and we can move over to the next step. Real quick, if you want to take TikTok seriously, I've just released my full guide full of exclusive information that you can find in this video's description. For a limited time only, it's 50% off, so get this discount while you can. It might just be the reason that you make thousands from TikTok. Okay, we now need to start to get the visuals for our video. As these are all AI images, we need to find ourselves an AI image generator. There are many to choose from. However, for this video's example, I'm gonna choose Leonardo as it's free and also extremely high quality. Head to Leonardo and hit Launch App in the top right. It'll take a second, but once you're on the next screen, you want to hit Image Generation on the left. Okay, there's a few things we need to do in order to generate our images. Firstly, on the left, set the image dimensions to 9:16, also known as the TikTok format. We also want to make sure that we are generating 4 images at a time. Now, I'll fast forward this part, but I'm basically going to insert a few prompts that are related to our script. Make sure you download every image, as we need around 20 to make our video super engaging. Remember, just make your prompts generic and you should be fine. Alright, one more thing, then we can start editing. The final thing that we need is some sound effects to make our video that bit more engaging. For this, we're gonna use a site like Pixabay. Once on there, select sound effects, and I'm gonna search for a whoosh transition sound. Click on a few until you find one that you like for your video. Finally download it. Alright, we have everything we need, so it's time to edit it all together. To edit our video, I'm going to sue this software called CapCut, as it's free and easy to use. Once you're on CapCut and have hit new project, start by dragging in your voiceover onto the timeline like so. Now while Elevenlabs is great, it may have left some dead air like this that we need to remove. In order to do this, split it either side of the dead air, then select the dead air, and then delete it. Alright, our voiceover is good. Now we need to add the images we got from Leonardo. Drag in the images into the timeline. Now, you want to crop each image to be exactly 3 seconds long. You also want to make sure that the images correspond to what is being said in the voiceover. This takes a minute, but once it's done, you should be left with a timeline full of different images. Now these are okay, but we can make them a lot better. To begin, select your first image and then head to the top right of CapCut. Now it's here that we're going to select animation and then combo. Search around here for different animations and they should give your images this moving effect. Now, this part will take a minute, but you need to repeat this process for every image in your timeline, as it really does make our video more engaging. Alright, once you've done that, we need to add the whoosh sound effect that we got from Pixabay. Drag the sound effect into the timeline, and you want to position it in between your images. Like the animations, we need to repeat this process for every image in our video, as like the animations, it really does make our video that bit more engaging. Next, I'm going to add some effects to our video. The original video has these, and it'll make our video that bit more engaging. Hit effects in the top right of CapCut, and you want to drag them in onto your timeline. You can really put whatever effect you want, wherever you want. It doesn't really matter that much. Once you have a few effects, we can add the most important part of this video, and that is engaging captions. Hit text in the top right, and you then want to select auto captions. Make sure the language is set to English, and then hit generate. You may have to wait a minute, but once it's done, you should be left with captions that look like this. Start editing these captions by dragging them to the middle of the screen. Next, head to the top right and start by changing the font to something you like. Then, in order to make the text look even better, scroll down and check the boxes next to stroke and shadow. Alright, this is what your video should look like now.
In the annals of history, one name stands out like a beacon of wisdom amidst the tumult of ancient Greece: Socrates, a philosopher whose legacy transcends the ages.
Our video is done, so export it and post it to TikTok. Once again, if you guys want to make bank from TikTok, check out this video's description for products to help you go viral. That's all for today. See you in the next one.